Hey movers, Happy New Year. Eric here. I wanted to talk to you guys about the wellness challenge you have coming up so that you can set the tone for 2017. Okay, so just a broad, just kind of overview. It's an 8-week challenge and it's incorporating eliminating allergen producing foods. Now, what I mean when I say that, it's not taking out all allergen producing foods, like because eggs and nuts, those can be allergen producing in some people, but we're talking primarily about cutting out processed foods and added sugars, okay? The second main focus of the challenge is going to be reducing stress in everyday life. I'm going to be giving you tools and strategies throughout the challenge in order to help incorporate those into your life so that you continue that after the 8 weeks. And then you can continue all these different things that you've done within the challenge to become a healthier person overall. Some of the things that we've seen in the past challenges, I've kept, but I've also changed and added some new things with the course of things of me learning more and more and incorporating those things that I've learned into my own life so that I can better facilitate and coach you all. So some new things that we're going to be adding into the challenge is I'm going to start to add in dense carbs a little bit sooner. The reason for that is one, I found that by incorporating some of those into the challenge a little bit sooner, it's helped teach you how to properly use those for fuel for your workouts, and then how not to abuse them basically by over consuming large quantities of dense carbohydrates. Dense carbohydrates being sweet potatoes, rice, quinoa, things like that. So, and being able to utilize those primarily for your workouts. Adding in the small change principle. It's kind of my own, I might have made that up, I may haven't, but what I like to do with the small change principle is make small changes at a time. Master those small changes and then move on to the next while keeping those things that you've changed, making them into routine, and then adding on something new. And the way we're going to do that within this 8 weeks is we're breaking it up into 4 sections, okay? So every 2 weeks, you're going to get a new habit that you need to incorporate and master within those 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks being just cutting and eliminating those foods, focusing on finding a good routine. And those following weeks after that are going to be more stress management tools, like getting outside, getting 30 minutes of direct sunlight, by breathing, by meditating, things like that. Teaching you those ways of doing that so that you can reduce that everyday life stress, okay? New recipe book. So what I've done, I got on Pinterest. I'm not a big social media fan or anything like that, but I got specifically on Pinterest just so I can find all these awesome recipes so that you guys can have in one compiled recipe book. I'm pretty excited about this. Spend some time on this. So I hope you guys really enjoy it, but it's a lot of really good stuff. That are, I mean, I'm talking some really fancy things to some really easy stuff. So really good new recipe book. And then, like I spoke on before, the stress management tools and strategies are going to be incorporated into the wellness challenge. They haven't been in the challenges in the past, but I've seen lots and lots of success with just individual clients of incorporating some of these stress management tools and without even messing with the nutrition, but they've sought success in just everyday quality of life, reducing in body fat and better sleep, and then just better like relationships in general. All these things can go, you can go right, you can exercise, you can eat right all the time, but if you don't manage the stress in your life, all that stuff doesn't matter. You're gonna be basically just treading water. So the goal here is to take out those processed foods, add in some stress management tools so that you can live a better and vibrant life, and then keep kicking ass in here at Move. So please, if you have any questions, reach out to Rachel or myself. We'd be happy to answer them. But the challenge starts on the 23rd, and the workshop is on the 17th at 6:30. The workshop itself is not about the challenge. That's what this video is about. The challenge, or the workshop itself is teaching you the why. Okay, so we're not going to dive into the challenge itself, but we're going to dive into a lot of the stress management stuff of how stress actually affects your life, nutrition, and training, and how to combat those. Okay, so I hope to see you guys there 17th at 6:30 p.m. For the workshop, and the challenge starts at the 23rd. If you have any more questions, please reach out to Rachel at moveaustinfitness.com, and I'll see you guys around.